Leaf blower just started up. Just now. Can you believe that? Guess we better head up the trail and see if we can find a place that's wind-free, smoke-free, leaf blower-free. Let's head up that way. No, this isn't it. Seems like maybe we found a place. I'm going to set up right down here if I don't fall. We had quite a windstorm last night and yesterday. A very strong windstorm. Wind gusts up to 102 miles an hour up north of here. Here, I think our top wind speed was probably 30s. It was like when the fog comes in, about that. Nothing unusual for San Francisco. So today I wanted to sort of talk about population and why you must control your population on a finite planet. Meaning that the more our population expands, each person roughly needs about 8 square feet to be comfortable. But every human that's born, that measurement gets less and less and less and less. And each time it gets less, you have to adjust to more humans around you and all the stuff that comes with that. So my point here is that the problem is that you get nuts. Bona fide schizophrenia, dementia, you name it. There's so many dementia-type problems with some people's brain. Probably about 10% of your population. So as the population grows, so does the nuts. And the problem is that the space doesn't grow, so the nuts increase in numbers in the same space. So you may have had like 10 nuts, now you got 20 nuts, now you got 30 nuts all in the same place. Hence you've really got a problem. Such as yesterday. It was very windy all over California. So the fire nuts came out and started lighting fires all up and down Highway 5. We had houses burned. We had 74 structures damaged or destroyed. I mean, it's just pathetic. What in the hell are we doing breeding so much? And I brought this up to a friend of mine the other day, and she just could not get that through her mind that the nuts increased. She thought that the nuts were because of upbringing or something, and because we're so good now, we're bringing all of our children up right. So the nut thing is going to be over now because there aren't any nut factors anymore. And I did this, and I said, maybe it's time for me to go. So that's one point, and you've got to admit that that's going to happen more and more. You're going to have more gun people, right? More people interested in guns, and there's more interest in killing humans. I don't know why that is the case, but yesterday, the orange man here in the U.S. bragged because he killed a leader of ISIS, as if every leader here in the U.S. has to brag about killing somebody. Hillary Clinton did it. Both Clintons did it. Both Bushes did it. Reagan did it. Every single president we had to go out and kill somebody to put on their "I've killed a human" badge. But yet, apparently, in our upbringing, it's taught not to kill people. Or is that just old thinking? And that now, if you can get away with it, do it? Overpopulation, real big problem. The food situation is going to get dire pretty soon here. It's not because we can't grow enough, it's because we can't get it to the places it needs to be in time before it turns to mush, or rots, or shrivels, or is unedible. It's a bit warm. So the more humans we have, the more oil we need. That means that fresh water is being used for fracking instead of growing food and instead of supporting humans and animals alike. We're going to be using all the fresh water to get every last bit of fracking oil we can to consistently stay outside the norms of what the earth can support. More humans means more infrastructure is needed. More roads, more buses, more trains, more planes, more runways, more infrastructure. Also, it puts quite a strain on the healthcare system. How are we going to be able to take care of all these humans when the healthcare system seems to be staying pretty much static and slightly degrading in places? You know where. Look around. What kind of healthcare do you have? How expensive is it? How much insurance do you pay? There's what people may think are little things, like most diapers now are made of plastic. and materials that can't be recycled nor organically compostable. So now you've got every human that's being born that has to go through all these diapers and all these clothes as they grow up, and the strollers and all the stuff that it takes to raise a child, when really you could adopt one if you really need to raise a child. But scientists are saying that we need to stop growing, and we need to stop growing now. Scientists came out yesterday with an interesting thought. Let's go up here and I'll tell you about it. When it gets smoky, it gets real quiet. Not many birds or anything. Everything's just kind of laying low and watching for the flames, I guess. But they said yesterday, they actually said that California may actually have to evacuate the areas that are fire prone permanently. In other words, we don't live there for 6 months or 12 months, and every year the place burns down. Insurance pays for it, so you get a new house every year. They're saying that's unsustainable. Of course it is. Over 100 structures have burnt up north here, 75 burnt over towards the west, and now Los Angeles has fires going. More structures burning. California has to understand that climate change means that you're going to have to move. Probably if you live in the hills or in a wooded area that's prone to fires. It took them all this time to figure that out when they've seen fire after fire go up every canyon that's in California every year that there's fires. I know humans are smarter than that. Alright guys, we're going to go kind of over that way, and I'm going to zoom in here and show you that it looks like a bank of smoke is coming our way. We better head back. It's not safe to be out in that smoke. I did get some masks. We'll may have to wear masks the whole day. At least our power's on.